Now, I've mentioned team multiple times, but we ought to understand what is one and how does it operate within a project's environment. I'm holding this conversation on the presumption that you may not have a long and deep involvement in projects, but have an experience of the world as an operational environment. And the thing that stands out in the terms of the difference between operational and project environments is, in an operational environment, we very often do things on a cycle or a rhythm that says if it's Monday or Wednesday or the first of the month or quarter three, these are the things that are within our cycle. So things like annualized budgeting and monthly routines are common in operations, but that's not how projects work. Projects work on a event base, which is if we've done step one, we're ready to do step two. And we won't repeat step one, although we might do steps 2, 3, 4 and then repeat 2, 3, 4. But projects are much more diverse in their actions, or they make progress by doing things that are different in each phase or stage. And that may be something that you're not used to if you have a strongly operational background. The only way that we can tell as we go through our event-based approach whether or not we're ready to move on is, have we done what was important in the last chunk? Let's call it a phase. And the have we done what was important is assessed using quality assessments. That what does good look like? So at the beginning we want to know what good looks like at the end. And that applies for both the project and every individual phase and step and work activity. There's something else that gives rise to, which is that in an operational environment where things run on a cadence, on a rhythm, people quickly come to an understanding of what their duties and responsibilities are and what everybody else's duties and responsibilities are, because they've seen them multiple times before. But in a project's environment, we are to some degree searching for what does the solution look like. So the answer to the question what we're going to do next week may be, or next month, may be more or less unknown. So as a group, we need to spend more time communicating about where are we going and what do we do next than we would in an operational environment. So if we're going to thrive as either a project team member or a project team lead or manager, when we don't have a project's background, those are a couple of things to keep in mind. The folk that we're dealing with need a lot more conversation about what have we done, did it work, what do we do next, who's playing what role, how do we depend on each other. That's the core of managing, running, leading the team. But what's a team?